Welcome back to the Mainly Sports Podcast.
Yippee!
I love the new intro, how I just can't see you for 30 seconds or however long it is. I had no idea you'd be wearing the Mario mask.
Let's go! Mainly Sports Podcast. I'm sorry. This was just sitting right here. I did not plan this. It was just on the desk. It's Aiden's. It doesn't even, it's like my mouth. It's not even the mustache. It's literally just covers my mouth.
You know what part of the intro kills me is, well, the Walter White part, but
Yeah.
the Iron Man, whenever he just looks at it, it's because that's become such a meme nowadays.
I know, dude. I know.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, episode 11 of the Mainly Sports Podcast of two dudes mainly talking about sports. It's Monday, another Monday recording here. We got back to our regular scheduled program, trying to squeak one in before the Celtics game tonight. We can hit on that, obviously. And as always, we are brought to you by the Boston Sports Entertainment Network. But yeah, a couple things happened over the weekend. But before we hit on any topics, how you doing tonight, John? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I Saturday I woke up after, like a whole day, like the whole week of work. I was tired and I woke up in like kind of a weird mood, and then I was like, so I went to the gym and felt a lot better after that. And then me, my mom, and Kelly decided to go to the movies on Saturday night to go finally watch Avatar 3.
I still haven't even seen the second one.
So I love the first one as a kid. We saw the second one in IMAX, like when I think it came on like 2022.
Wait, hold on. I gotta unmute myself because
the front door.
Harry came in screaming. I had to mute it, but then of course she stopped.
I like the second one, so I went into this one being like,
Is the second one The Way of the Water, or is that the third one?
Yes, that's the third one. I mean, it's the second one.
Fire and Ash is the third one.
The third one's Fire and Ash, and so so funny to me, bro. Like Kelly had some edibles, and I partaked in it. I don't know. So I was like, oh yeah, like going into Avatar, I'm like, this is gonna be fucking dope. There was like 6 other people in the theater because it came out like 3 months ago, so I'm surprised that we even found a showtime for it. And dude, like 30 minutes into this movie, I was like, okay, it's not terrible. It's like pretty good. And then it just became like unwatchable, bro. Like, I don't know if it's because I like wasn't like sober, but dude, I was like crying laughing at that movie, bro. Like, I haven't
really
laughed.
That good?
Dude, no, don't believe anything anyone says, because the reviews are like pretty solid for it, bro. I was crying watching that fucking movie. Like, I almost had to leave like multiple times because I felt bad for the other people who were like watching it seriously. And
was it a packed theater being so old?
No, there was only like 6 other people, so I was like really trying to like. So I had some room, but like my mom brought blankets, so like I literally had the blanket like in my fucking face. Like, I was like, I gotta leave. Like, I think it's just because I was fucking faded. But I was like, dude, I like can't be in this goddamn theater right now. And sorry, it's fucking cat.
This is like a
Anyway, I
awkward.
have
This is an awkward start
yeah.
for both of us because Mary's like screaming and I'm clipping her in and out because of but and then you're distracted by the cat. I'm distracted by her. We're just making it work.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that movie was like not good. And but it was like one of those, I haven't had an experience like that where you go to a theater and like you're not supposed to laugh and like it wasn't supposed to be funny, but like it's so like cheese to you that like yeah, I was fucking, my stomach hurt from laughing so hard. So that was my
How
so
long was this movie? Like through another three
it's
hours?
3 fucking hours. We were in there for 3 hours, just like cry. All three of us, bro, were just like crying, laughing, bro. I literally haven't cried, laughed in a long time. So that was like that felt really good. Um, yeah,
Does
that's it.
it? Is there going to be a fourth?
Probably.
Another
I don't
10
know if
years?
I'm gonna. I don't know if I could watch any of them again, bro. That's how like fucked up that was. I'm not gonna lie.
They cranked out those last two relatively back to back, and then because it wasn't the second one like 15 years or something like that,
It was the
wasn't?
first one came out in 2009, and then the second one came out like 13 years later, or
Yeah,
something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And then that one came out 3 years later, and you could just tell it was like the same shit. It's like they didn't do anything different. It was literally the same thing,
yeah.
but like they added some fire people, and they were just like hella weird and like demonic, and like I was just like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Oh my god. So yeah, that was my weekend.
Nice. Yeah, it was my mom's birthday, and went down to my parents' house, had a birthday dinner or a party for her. So that was nice, and that was pretty much it.
Happy birthday to your mom.
Yeah, thank you. But oh, breaking news.
It's your mom's birthday.
um, couple fun storylines over the weekend. I primarily want to lend Christmas.
Sorry, I
I,
forgot
I
like that.
primarily I primarily want to stay basketball this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but real quick, just because we won't record until next Monday or possibly Thursday, depending on schedule. But um, by then, the World Baseball Classic would have already begun. So I just want to touch on that for a minute. I know you might go um, to sleep mode here, but or autopilot mode. But
Yeah, no, man, go ahead, man. Hell yeah, man. No, okay, okay. No, I'm in it. Let's go.
so exhibition games actually started today. Actually, Japan started off with some exhibition games. Masataka Yoshida of our Boston Red Sox hit a fucking nuke into the second deck. So
Who did?
hopefully,
Who did? Who did?
Yoshida,
Yoshida? My
yeah,
boy.
he's on Team Japan, and that they're the runner up, or not the runner up, the defended champs from last World Baseball Classic in 2023. So this game or that team has a lot of stars on it. Shohei Otani,
The
Yoshinobu
GOAT.
Yamamoto. What's up?
Shohei. The GOAT.
um, Yamamoto, Akamoto, Munetaki Murakami, and then Yoshida, just some of the star or front runner names. And obviously, that's a star studded lineup all the way up, top to bottom. So, a lot of people saying Team Japan going to win it. I don't know. They got some competition, most likely with the Team USA.
Hmm.
I'm super excited to get in on this USA action. Of course, they were the runner up to last World Baseball Classic against Team Japan. The famous Otani versus Mike Trout showdown to give Japan the championship. But just all around, the pitchers on this team, like Nolan McLean, Mason Miller, Joe Ryan's hurt, so he's not going to be pitching anymore. But Paul Skeens, Scooble, Logan Webb, um, this Garrett Whitlock of our Red Sox. This team is fucking stacked. I think a lot better than last time. And then all around the diamond, Cal Raleigh, Will Smith, Bregman, Gunnar Henderson, Bobby Witt Jr., Roman Anthony got called into it, and then Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, Pete Crow Armstrong, just a couple to name there. So I'm looking for Team USA, and I think you should too. Obviously, you gotta root for Team USA. Their first game is going to be this Friday against Brazil.
Okay.
Um, Another big game, or so exhibitions are going on right now. It really doesn't start until Wednesday is when the first games, but a lot more games start on Friday. So Puerto Rico versus Colombia, which Puerto Rico is another stacked team. So I think a lot of people are saying it's going to be Japan, USA, and Puerto Rico. So if you ever happen to and turn on the TV around those times when those games are being played, those teams. Um,
You said it's Friday or Thursday, Friday.
So I think so. The first couple games start on Wednesday, actually, but the a lot of it doesn't start until Friday. But this is just pool play right now, so they'll play two games or
What
two or four
time?
games on this. Let me get the actual schedule.
Friday's kind of a big sports day, man. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
heard
and
the
there's
rumors flying
there
around.
there are there are a couple of rumors flying out there, and don't worry, I got those coming up. So, so Japan, if you want to wake up and watch some Japanese baseball, they are playing at 5 a.m. on Friday. So yeah, there's different pools all over the world right now. But USA is in Houston, so they're playing Brazil at 8 o'clock on Friday, and then they'll play again on Saturday, and then I think again on Monday. But they play a couple pool play games, and then move on to the next round. I think the finals are in uh, Miami again, which Miami is always fun because there's a huge Latin American crowd down there, and obviously baseball is huge in that community, and then so it's nice to see. And then you're getting these teams with like the best players in the world coming there.
Mhm.
So especially because the Miami Marlins are like one of the worst teams in baseball, so like that stadium is just
Mm.
never full, never active. So it's cool to see like that stadium finally put a spotlight on, and I don't know. There's nothing like some World Baseball Classic, man. So if you don't watch it, at least watch some of the highlights, and you'll see the hype around it. And there's a lot of pride that goes into it. And it's awesome. But
I am like very interested in baseball, dude. That it's so weird how that works. I You might have really like put it in my head. I think that's probably what happened. Like I want to go to a few Red Sox games. I'm That's pretty cool. Like this world, what's it called? World what?
the World Baseball Classic. So I
And
mean, it's
that has
kind
that
of,
been
I
has
mean,
that been the
kind of
thing for
like
a while?
it's kind of like FIFA almost. Or I mean not FIFA, the World Cup.
Mm,
It's
That's
just
not
like the best teams around the world. Um, and it's kind of cool because like a lot of them obviously play in the MLB, so they disperse into wherever they're from, playing for their countries. So you can find like random teams that actually have a couple, a couple MLB players on them.
I might have to get him out of my room. Hold on.
That's funny.
I'm gonna get him out of my room. Hold on. You can I wanna that I'm probably not gonna watch it because that timing is a little tough.
No, 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 no. The Japan stuff that's like the diehards watch, but USA. If you're not doing anything on Friday night, maybe a little USA baseball or some of the other teams I got going. And then obviously once they get into like the later rounds and everything,
I can still hear you.
okay. And then once they get into the later rounds and everything, obviously that's when it moves into Miami. So it'll all be on Eastern time. So it'll all work out. But anyway, moving on from the World Baseball Classic, wanted to talk about I wanted to lean primarily Celtics here today for good reasons. And we had a great weekend, great weekend of games on Friday and Sunday that we can touch on. Friday, ass whooping against the Nets, 148 points. Papa
Oh,
Vooch.
also, that game was the second highest field goal percentage in Celtics franchise history.
Bro, they were cooking. Cooking.
Cooking.
Papa Vooch. I'm claiming that nickname.
Yeah.
Everyone out
Okay.
there better get on that nickname right now. I don't, it just kind of
You know
came out of,
what's funny?
it just rolled off the tongue on Friday night when we were on FaceTime.
So after we hung up, like he hit another three, and I was like, Papa Vooch. But then I was like with Kelly, and I was like, no, I don't know. That's like that might just be Matt's thing. Because I
I
like
don't know,
I'm just
man.
like
I'm digging it. I mean, whenever he's fucking putting up 28 points and 11 rebounds and 3 for 3 from deep, like we're
I
gonna
just
call him Big Papa.
I like I like calling him Vooch. Obviously, everyone calls him Vooch, but
Yeah.
every time I yell it, it reminds me of saying Luch from fucking the Bruins. What was his name?
Uh,
What
yeah.
was
It's
his
always.
name? Lucic. Milan Lucic, right? Wasn't that his name? Why am I like kind of blanking on his name? Number
I don't know.
17.
I'm a little untapped from Bruins players.
That was from Milan Lucic, but everyone will call him Luch. So
Uh,
now I'm like, now everyone's saying Vooch. I'm like, damn, I haven't had a nickname like this for a sports guy in a while, so it's kind of fun yelling Vooch.
yeah.
Um,
I love players that have names like that, and everyone's just like, ooh.
you, you know what's also
However it
kind of
is.
funny about that? I think you'll like about that Celtics Nets game was I was watching with Kelly and Karen, and for some reason this is just our brains, but we were like, who would the Celtics players be if they were Marvel characters? So I was just like, obviously Tatum's Iron Man, Jalen Brown is Thor. Who said Derek White was Captain America? Because that's like the big three. It's like those
Yeah.
three. Right? So it's like, and he's a good guy. He's a really good guy. So I said Derek White's Captain America. Um, we said Vooch was Groot. We said Kata's Hulk. We said Sam Hauser's Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Uh, I forget. I think that's all we got. I think Peyton Pritchard was Oh, we said Gonzalez, Hugo Gonzalez was Spider-Man.
Yeah. I like that. I was gonna say Pritchard as like Rocket.
That's what we said.
It's like I feel like that's perfect for like his height and everything.
See?
Even though he's fucking tall as hell though, but he just seems small out
No,
there.
but he's smaller than everyone. He's Rocket. He's literally that's what we said. We called him Rocket. Him and then which was Groot.
I feel, and then what's his name? Luca Garza would be Drax.
There we go.
He
See, we
just
didn't
looks
get
like
that
a
one.
dude.
That's funny as shit. So yeah, that's what we were doing also for that game.
Yeah, hell of a game for them. 148 points. Pritchard with another 22 off the bench. Just fucking doing his thing. Even though that was weird for last night's game against the 76ers, 0 points off the bench, but he only took 4
Yeah.
shots. So it's really weird that like he'll kind of fluctuate like that. And
I,
luckily it got to a point where he didn't really need it, but the 76ers game was a lot closer than the Nets game, at least for a long time it was. And then they kind of broke it out towards the end.
also, I feel like he just can read the game. Like
Yeah.
he knew that wasn't he didn't really have to do anything that game. I mean, he could have like hit some shots, but like, dude, Kata like he was just like Kata was having his legacy game. Like, like that man couldn't miss. He couldn't he was dominating, bro. It's crazy.
I for as much I'm not walking back any takes I might have ever said about Kada, but whenever
Mhm.
he's on, he is such a fun player to watch. And
Yeah,
every
he
time
is.
he goes up with the ball, and whenever he slams it, he's always doing like the shake on the rim, and then he's getting the fans into it. Obviously, like he's a fun player to watch whenever
Mhm.
whenever he's going. I
Yeah.
mean, and he had 17 rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds. Like dude was just reeling them in, reeling them in. Papa Vooch with another 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Dude,
And
we
he had
got some
another.
fucking that was such a good pickup, dude.
I know.
God damn. Fucking Brad Stevens, bro.
There really was. I mean, I just love because they needed that center. And if Kata can, I mean, he's not going to perform like that every game, but if he can like
No.
do half of that, every night, and then you got people like Vucevic or Garza's kind of taking a step back now, but like
Yeah,
just other guys that can come in, fill in the time for a little bit. Like they are just fine.
I know, I know, dude.
I also I also love those 76ers jerseys. I love that they're wearing
Yeah,
them a lot this year. Those black
they
alternate
that was the most
throwbacks.
likable time I've watched the 76ers because I really do like Tyrese Maxey a lot. And
Yeah.
I like VJ Edgecombe too. Like those two are fun to watch and they're just respectable players. It's just everyone else on that team I don't like, aka Joel fucking Embiid, which just ruins their aura, I think,
Yeah.
to be
I
honest.
mean, you can't stay on the court. So,
I know. Whatever.
yeah, that was a good one. Brown had 27 of his own. White had 21, and then Maxey actually led the whole game. He had 33. And
He put up
oh,
hella
oh,
shots.
this was a cool little nugget I had. So those
Yes.
two, so Vucevic had 3 offensive rebounds, and wait, hold on, I'm totally misreading this.
And then what? And what? And what?
Well, I guess I okay. So they had 13 rebounds, 13 offensive rebounds out of 19 total for the. I don't even. I just totally butched this up. I think.
Sorry, everyone at home listening to whatever, whatever the fuck this dude
I
talking
had a I
about.
had a typo out here, and the math wasn't mathing. That I was just trying to say they accounted for like
Oh my
90% of their offensive rebounds, and it was like 13. So,
hell yeah!
and the 76ers only had 10 offensive rebounds. That is a stat. That is a true
That's
stat.
that is a good stat right there, motherfucker. I mean, did who was their center? DeAndre Jordan,
No,
right?
Drummond.
Drummond. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Who hit like 2 corner threes? I was like,
Which
what the hell?
I don't know how well watch him be young, but like I don't know how that guy's still in the league. I feel like
Yeah,
he's like averaged like 5 minutes per game the last like 10 years.
yeah. I'm not really worried for the Sixers, to be honest with you. I'm not worried about them.
No,
Um,
they're clinging on to that last spot before the play-in tournament, but I think it would take a bad week or two for the Magic to pass them. But so they'll be in the playoffs, but they're just not a concern to me at all.
there's only one team. There's only one team that I'm nervous about. Slash, I want to kill them so bad. But that is the New York Knicks, man. And that is not to disrespect the Detroit Pistons, who have the best record in the league. And Cade Cunningham is a baller.
Hmm.
I haven't watched them too much, but they don't have a lot of playoff experience. So, I mean, not saying that can not make it to the finals, without experience, but it's gonna be a factor when Tatum's back and we got him and Brown and all these guys who have won a championship. I mean, we've been in the playoffs every single year, and like
Yeah.
deep playoff runs too. We're not. I don't remember the last time we got like booted out of the first round, other than against the Nets when we didn't have Jalen Brown or something. I
Hmm.
think that's what happened. We got like swept by the Nets, if I'm not
I think
mistaken.
it was Brown that was out that series.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, like even like going back to like before the Tatum and Brown era, like obviously those teams weren't nearly as good as what they are today. But since like 14, 2015, the Celtics have always like snuck their way into the playoffs and a little sneaky. But now
yeah.
they actually have. But the thing is, they're like sneaky with like Jay Crowder and Isaiah Thomas. So it's like now,
Avery
like
Bradley and Terry
yeah,
Rozier.
which like no disrespect to those. Well, Terry Rozier, yeah, but no disrespect to any of those guys because fucking they held this team up for a couple of years. But it helps whenever your worst player on the
Oh my
court is
god,
someone
no,
like
dude. I
Tatum.
don't know, bro. Fucking some of those players were just like aggravating to watch back in even with like the early years of Tatum and Brown with like Aaron Bain, wasn't that his name, bro? Like,
Yeah.
dude, fuck that guy. Also, you know what? I'll be a Celtics fan, and I will say this: I fucking hated Daniel Tice. Okay, I don't know why he gets fucking love. He was ass. He got cooked all the goddamn time. I don't know what the fuck people were watching.
He got cooked all the time. He would hit a three. He would go like 1 for 5 from three. I mean,
Dude,
he had good spurts, but like
dude, no, bro. He did, but he was genuinely kind of ass. And like everyone's like, "Oh, Daniel Tice, oh, Daniel." I'm like, what? Like I couldn't wait for him to get off a goddamn team.
like I if this says anything about how see Daniel Tice, like I'll reminisce about the 22 team that went to the finals, and I'm like, oh, Daniel Tice was a starting center in the finals. Like
He's
he
why
was
we
just one of those.
lost.
He was one of those pieces we needed to get through the pain.
You know
Now,
what you said? Oh,
someone
go
like
ahead.
Robert Williams, I would still take back Robert Williams. I fucking love Robert Williams
I
if he could
know,
stay healthy. You know,
I know, I know. We got a good thing going right now, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I actually. So this is funny that you mentioned Aaron Baines. So Kada had his legacy game last night,
Yes.
and so I was like kind of doing a little digging on my own, like because Kata's, like we've talked about, he needed to take a big step forward this year, and I think he really has. He most certainly has. But he's still not that like star level center, and maybe he'll get there one day. But he's always kind of been like a role player and like had like little bursts here and there.
Yeah.
So I went back through like different Celtics years, and I was just looking at rosters. And so since Kato's been here in his 2.5 years, he's averaging seven points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. So I was kind of like, who's kind of like in the weeds here of like kind of matching that criteria, that stat line, and then also who's been that kind of like backup role player that can like kind of come in and give you a little burst of life for a little bit. So I have 5 guys here. Do you want me to just list these guys off, or do you want me to do you want to do a blind ranking on these? Because no one here is really that good, but
No, list them. List
just
them.
list them. All right.
Yeah.
So the first guy I had was Blake Griffin. He was only here for 41 games, averaged 4 points, but like he just came on and like he was completely different because he had that veteran status to him, and he was just kind of like a vibes guy. But whenever he came on, he was just kind of like going, going. He was just gonna die for the city. He just like showed up in last week.
Dude, he might have been the best like vibes like contract player we've ever had. Like literally, like I swear to God, we signed him just for the vibe of having him around. Like he was so dope to have in the locker room, bro.
I wish they could have just put him on like a veteran one deal and
Something,
just like
bro.
have him sit there.
Something. I know.
Because do you watch some of the? I know Celtics have been on it a couple times, but do you watch the Amazon Prime games?
I haven't
Because
recently at all.
they, I haven't in a while either, but unless the Celtics are on them, but they got a nice little studio there. It's Blake Griffin, Dirk, Steve Nash is in it, and Haslam, Adonis Haslam, and there's some other guy, and then but that's like their like studio, and then like on court and like stuff, they have like other NBA players, so it's pretty cool space. But I think
Yeah.
Blake Griffin's doing a great job in that aspect now. And now that I've always liked Blake Griffin. He was always on teams I just didn't have a problem with, and he's just like a beast. And so like once he came to the Celtics, I knew obviously we weren't getting like 2012 Blake Griffin, but like it was just fun to have for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Yeah.
the next guy I got is yours truly, Aaron Baines. And so he was on those from 2017 to 2019 in some like mid-level teams. But he was also on that team that almost went to the finals against LeBron and the Cavs that one year. Um,
Not thanks to
so
him, but keep going.
no, yeah. So in his 2 years, he averaged 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Fucking
So,
trash, bro. Honestly, terrible, awful, awful.
no, I know he was just frustrating to watch. He would like literally all these guys on this list.
Just so
He,
forgettable. God damn.
yeah. And it doesn't help that he's just on forgettable teams as well.
Tell me one of them's Kelly Olynyk, dude.
He is literally the next one. The lunch lady, as some may call him. So this is where we start to pick things up a little bit. In his 3 years, he averaged 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Trash.
So as far as this list goes, just absolute baller.
Dude, he might be my least favorite Celtic.
So he was a guy for me that like I really wanted to like him. And like being a Celtics, I liked him, but like I really wanted to like have hype around him, but it just never came.
No, bro. He was
Besides,
so
of course,
annoying.
that 2017 Game 7 against the Wizards. Who could forget about that? 26 points. That was his legacy game. And he just kind of rode out. Ace still. The funny part is he's still floating around out there.
There's some players that unfortunately their appearance will make me not like them because I am that kind of judgy. Yeah. And his appearance just always bothered. His face bothered me. His his body language bothered me.
So I'm gonna try to find this right now because it just came back to my head. I remember tweeting a picture of Kelly Olynyk, and we're about to find out. But this photo has to be like from like at least 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I don't really post a lot of pictures on Twitter, so
I used to tweet some.
April 19th, 2015. I said Kelly Olynyk. Bro, where'd it go? Okay. I said Kelly Olynyk is Jesus. And I took that picture of him.
This is yeah, it's actually fucking hilarious. Bro, hey, look at him. Go back to the picture of him. Let me see that again. God damn. He's just like, he makes us look like ass.
Oh, this guy's coming off the bench to terrorize you guys.
Terrible.
Oh, look who's in the building. Right in time for the next contestant.
Oh,
Mary.
Do a little sneak peek.
Yeah.
Special guest.
Come on.
I was waiting. Hi, thank you everybody.
Mary, look.
Ooh, where'd you get that?
I don't know. It's just on Aiden's.
Clementine also wants to say.
I don't think Clementine's been on the screen.
She can't reach. Oh.
Come on.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not Clementine's sound.
Honestly, that's okay.
I don't think Clementine's been on it yet.
Clementine appearance.
Has this been on there?
Who? What the fuck? Okay. Too much.
Sorry.
Cut.
All right, what are you guys talking about?
We're talking about.
Shit, if I do it.
We're talking about some of the greatest Celtics players of all time. So,
did you guys talk about Jaylen Brown?
No, he just missed this list. All right, so the next guy,
Kelly Olynyk, though.
I don't know who that is.
Good.
So the next guy, he honestly, I don't mean disrespect to you, but I don't know if you're gonna know this guy, or maybe the next guy.
Where's the sound?
Actually, you probably will, but.
I should be the manager.
What about a little Tyler Zeller?
You were right. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Oh, do we have one of those?
What year did he play?
2015 to 2017.
Wow.
Nope.
Ooh.
So in his time in his time, he averaged 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist.
Trash.
So he's kind of right there with Kata. So next time you think of Kata, just think of Tyler Zeller.
I have no idea who the fuck that was, bro. At that time, I was too busy watching the Patriots win Super Bowls, I think.
Yeah, that was
And
understandable.
Tatum wasn't there.
Tatum was in high school.
Oh, I didn't know I have this. I don't know about that one.
You have a soundboard?
We should have, yeah. We should have, Clementine should have heard that one.
She won't hear it.
No, she won't. All right, the next guy.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got one more guy, and this might be down the rabbit hole for you as well. It's Mr. Jared Sullinger.
Sullinger, I do remember him. I remember that name.
Well, of course, he was the 21st overall pick in the 2012 draft. How could you forget about him? Now, this guy actually towers over the rest of the guys in this division here. He got all the way up from 2013 to 2016, averaged 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. So I remember having hype around Jared Sullinger. I can't remember where he went to school, but I remember I was excited whenever we got him. And there was obviously a lot of hype around him. He was 21st pick. And he just didn't really live up to it. He was more of a role player. And this is the first episode I didn't bring water. But yeah, after his time in Boston, he spent 1 year with Toronto, and then that was it. He was out of it. Is that like a water gun?
It's a gunshot.
Oh,
there we
we
go.
go.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
So these guys are all.
Did they have?
Okay. Sorry, I'm done. I just wanted to try the new ones.
Yeah, I didn't even notice they had new ones.
Yeah. They added new ones.
All right, Mary. Is there anything you want to say?
Sorry,
Is there anything you want to say to the people?
I know you.
I was actually going in on a big segment there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just come here and fuck everything up. God damn.
I just wanted to make a special appearance. I didn't know if you guys had a segment for me.
Do we have a segment for Mary?
I know you only have so much time.
I'm sorry, the people.
I know. I was trying to roll through some. I was trying to roll
Okay,
through some Celtics talk because
yes, you're right.
they're on in 45 minutes.
They're on in 45. Dude, Jaylen Brown's not playing tonight though.
Boo.
No Jaylen Brown, no Jason Tatum, no Kata. So it's gonna be a big Derek White game and a big Peyton Pritchard game.
Giannis is back, right?
Giannis's return is tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to read some of these stats for you?
This is exactly what we just did.
Do you want me to read something else?
Read his mind. Read his mind. Read his mind.
Let's start here.
Yeah. All right. So a little note that I did here. It's the Celtics out.
What that just reminded me of? It reminded me of something. Anyway, what is it, Matt?
It's the Celtics this week. Is what I always type it up on my notes. So just looking ahead of what we got this week. Obviously, we're about to touch on the Bucks game, but let's run. Mary, why don't we run down what the Celtics schedule looks like this week?
So do I start with this day?
Monday
at Bucks, 1-1 this year. We'll play one more time, April 3rd.
All right, so yeah, the Monday the Celtics are playing the Bucks today. They are 1-1 against them this year, and their next game will be April 3rd.
Okay, Wednesday versus the Hornets. That's us in Charlotte here. They're going to be the first time playing the Hornets. We'll play 2 more times after that. The Hornets are 7-3 last 10. They're on a 4-game winning streak. Is that right?
They are.
All right. What is last 10? Oh, last 10 games.
Yeah, last 10 games.
Out of the 10, they're.
All right, and then what are they looking like on Friday?
Friday, they're playing Dallas 1-0 last matchup. Bill Simmons reported that all signs point to this game. Possible return for Tatum. ESPN has return date as 3/4.
I saw that today on Twitter, and I was like, I mean, obviously we were going to talk about it, but it's the only thing on my notes that are bold and all caps.
I had to go all in.
The return of Jason Tatum.
I'm glad I got to start. So you want me to leave there? You want me to leave it as that? You want me to
Well, they got
finish
one more game.
I know, but
Well, actually, technically Sunday's the next week, but we'll record on Monday. So why don't you tell everyone what they're doing on Monday or Sunday?
Sunday they're playing at the Cavs. Cavs are 2-0. Last matchup. Cleveland Spurs, the beginning of a tough. You didn't finish the sentence.
Where the Celtics?
The beginning of a tough.
The Celtics are 2-0 on them this year, and this is their last matchup. Is what that note means. I write it in ways that I can read it.
You knew the next sentence. Beginning of a tough what?
Oh, I did leave that out. A tough stretch of games coming after Cleveland.
Starting at the Cleveland
Thunder.
game, 7 of their next 10 are against playoff teams.
Ooh, with Tatum.
Yep, Tatum's going to be right back for that big stretch.
My favorite was when they asked if he was training, and whatever his name is.
Joe Mazzulla. He was like,
the GOAT.
He's so goddamn funny, dude. Was he participating in practice?
Sorry, I will let you guys get to it.
Thank you for reading off the schedule. We
Thanks
look forward to seeing how Celtics. Do you want to do any predictions?
Your hair looks very red.
It does. I did dye it.
It looks very red in the light too. It looks nice.
It only looks
almost like the Red Sox, like the Boston Red Sox.
I'm gonna try to make it look like with my hand.
Do you want to give any predictions for these games? I know you don't know who's who or what their records are, but
of these games that I just read,
who's
gonna win?
Yeah.
I think Monday the Celtics will win. Wednesday the Celtics will win. Friday the Celtics will win. Sunday the Celtics will win.
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Bell track.
Goodbye, everybody.
There goes the hand.
Yo, she might be on some.
Oh, Walter wanted to.
Did she know?
Did she know? What does she know?
Oh, we got another special appearance.
Oh, what's his noise?
Wait, do it again.
I've never seen you touch Walter like that.
Do it again.
Oh, poor Walter. He's just he has no idea what just happened to him.
Fucking hilarious, dude.
Right. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, so now we know drum roll bongos is for Walter and bounce is for Clementine.
That was funny. But yeah, that's Celtics this week. That's what they got going on. Obviously, we got to touch on Tatum. But I feel like
I would love to touch on Tatum.
We hammer it. We hammer him every episode.
Dude,
whenever I saw
what? Go ahead.
Whenever I saw the report that it's actually starting to get real right now, it just hits different. And it's crazy because I was on the ESPN injury website, and that thing's always wrong. It just kind of says a date. But I got even more excited because they have his return date as 3/4, which is Wednesday. But I think Friday at home versus the Mavericks, a team that he cooked in the finals, even though it's a completely different team both ways.
Cooper Flag, who looks up to Tatum.
Duke alumni. That Dallas team was a shitload of Duke alumni, by the way. Duke just be pumping.
I wish I started watching the Celtics a little bit earlier. It wasn't our fault that the Patriots were so fucking good, but I could have watched more Celtics games because it's kind of fun seeing Jaylen Brown cook and all these young guys play. But like once Tatum comes back, it's been so long.
Yeah. I meant to watch. Have you been watching his what's it called? Like Through the Pain little. I can't tell what they are. I think he's only posting them on Instagram and stuff. Like they're like reels, but like 3 minute long reels. I don't know. I meant to watch it on my lunch break today, but I forgot because I think
Yeah,
episode 2 or whatever they're doing came out today.
yeah. No, I haven't watched them. I will definitely watch them though. It's just been fun for me to like once again, they did the same thing with the Patriots, which is just to get my family involved with, what's important for them is like knowing who's on the team and like liking certain players. And so I've done that and now it's very exciting and now Kelly's really excited to watch this game tonight. And it's funny because she went to the game and
Oh
at the
yeah, I
game
saw that.
she has beef with one of our players. And I think it's so goddamn funny of a certain player on our team that she just does not like. And I've been kind of like, I don't know how I feel about him.
Wait, can I take a guess? Were you
Of
gonna say it?
course. Of course.
Okay. Is it like a?
You have two guesses. You got two
Is it like an
guesses.
actual like player? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, because Kelly just learned the whole team yesterday, so it has to be
Yeah.
someone relative.
Mhm.
Um,
You got two guesses,
I
not
feel like
three.
it's
Only
Sam.
two.
Is it Sam Hauser?
Nope. It's not Sam Hauser. It ain't Sam.
Okay, so this isn't my answer, but for like a big Celtics fan, I would say Derek White because this year he is underperforming
Oh,
based on
hell
years
no.
past. But I'm not going to say that.
Hell no.
Um,
It's funny. It's random. It's kind of random to me,
is
but
it
to
is it Garza?
no. She actually loves Garza and she wants him to play more, but he hasn't. You got one more guess, man. Fuck it. Come on, bro. I mean, this is like so stupid, but it's just funny to me.
Shireman?
Yep. She
Why?
like she like just does not like. Well, it's funny because he started yesterday, and she was just like, "Why is he getting so much playing time?" And I'm like when I watched Shireman, I'm like, I can't tell if he's good or if he's bad. He's like
Yeah.
he's very like I can kind of see potential of him becoming better, and I think that's probably what Joe's trying to like pull something out. But
And I think right now is the perfect time to test it. And then, like I think
100%,
that was going to be this way anyway this year because
yeah,
no Tatum and you lose all those pieces, and then it kind of just worked that we're 20 games above 500 right now. So and
yeah.
he has been doing good. But I kind of I don't hate Shyman. I last year I didn't know what to make out of him either. And he's growing on me. I think definitely because he's actually like having significant playing time and he's starting here and there. But yeah, I get it. Like for her, as hopefully she ramps up her watching and fandom.
Oh, she
Uh,
is. No, she's locked. We're
but
locked
I
in.
get it for like, especially to like the average Celtics fan. Then like you go to like your game. Was that like her first time this year?
Probably, most likely, yeah. I don't
Yeah. So
know.
like you go to like your one game of the year and like Baylor Shireman starting. Like I get that.
He did hit a buzzer beater though.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, I'm like, that was a good little moment for him. Like, I don't know, maybe he just needs more moments, and I don't know. We're gonna see tonight. I'm sure he'll get plenty
He's
of
probably
playing
starting
time.
again. I don't know
Yeah,
if they've released it yet. I
game starts
kind of
at
want
30.
I kind of want Pritchard to still come off the bench. You say
I know,
White's
right?
not playing either?
No. I think he's playing. I might put like a $5 parlay on Derek White over He's gotta go crazy today, bro.
Let's see. Wow, I just watched all 45 slides of. Well, not watched. I clicked through all 45 slides of their story, and then there's no post yet.
No. Let's see. What's Derek White's? What's his points at?
I'm gonna say like just over under.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say like 19 and a half. Or like 21.
it's 21.
Mm.
I'm like, ooh.
That's
He
such
has
like
been
a,
kind of. He's been kind of. But like, this would be a great game for him to do it. No, like.
and that's the thing. That's why everyone I feel like is gonna take the higher, and I probably would too. But like, he's like such a player to like also like just go like 15.
Oh, Darius Garland's debut is tonight
Hmm.
for the Clippers at Golden State. I'm gonna
That'll
put
be a good
over
one.
for him. I feel like he's gonna have a solid game. All right, I got myself a little random NBA slip, $5. Let's put it in to win 230.
Damn. I haven't bet since the Super Bowl. I just
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick it up once the playoffs come in. And maybe for like World Baseball Classic and once baseball comes in, I'll bet on some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just because like every week it was just fun to always put like a big parlay on for football games and taking whatever leftovers money, spread it on some NBA parlays throughout the week. And now I'm just like, regular
I
season
will.
stuff. And like you never know. Like tonight, like you see Bucks Celtics, and I'm like it's probably on national TV or whatever, and you're like, oh hell yeah. But like some who'd you say Brown, Kada, and who's the other one?
Tatum,
Oh,
obviously.
oh, well, yeah. But yeah, you're
Like,
missing two of your best players. Like at least Giannis is back.
mm-hmm. I know. I bet you Giannis probably gets over with Kata out. Like, he's probably gonna dominate, bro. Like, no Brown to play defense on him, no fucking Tatum, no Kata. Like, our defense might be a little shot tonight.
You know who's we don't have to worry. You know who's gonna see big minutes tonight? My boy
Vooch?
Ron. Well, yeah,
Who?
Papa always gonna ball out. Papa, you don't have to worry about Papa. But Ron Harper,
Oh,
he hasn't been playing recently, and that's just kind of what he does. You know, he'll start one game and then he'll play 5 minutes another game, and then he didn't play Friday or Sunday. So, but you know what? He knows his role. No Brown, no Kada. He's just gonna come in. Just expect a big stat line game, like other than points. Expect a game that you don't see on the stat board from him and Walsh.
okay. I'll keep
Because
that in mind.
you always hear announcers say stuff like that. It's like, that's not going to show up on the stat line tonight, but that's a win in basketball.
Yeah, no. What's that called? A Tommy
Oh,
just a Tommy Richmond.
a Tommy point.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. Yeah,
Oh
Tommy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Our fucking announcers. Yeah. Fucking Scal just fucking screams and then
What do they call
Drew
Pritchard? I
Carter.
mean, they have like 50 nicknames for Pritchard, but it's always something P or.
He's like, there goes that man, Peyton Pritchard, and it's like, oh yeah. I'm like,
Do you ever watch
Jesus
the
Christ,
clips
dude.
of them?
Not really, no.
Because I watch them every once in a while because they have the camera always facing them like to the side, and so like I always forget what's the other guy's name.
Drew Carter.
Yeah, I always want to say something else, but Drew Carter is always the one calling it, and then so he's going crazy, and Scal is just like behind him like this. And then, so Drew would just be like going off on a call. He's just like, he's like, oh yeah, that's a Tommy point.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I love Scal. It's just the combination of fucking Drew Carter, bro. They're just he's all right. He bothers me though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is.
It's an interesting combo, and I will say compared to like because I have the league pass compared, and I'll bounce around every once in a while to other games. Compared to other people in the league, they're pretty entertaining and like easy to listen to. I will say.
Ain't no Hornets announcers, bro.
Oh, dude, I would. That I love that man.
I know he's the goat, bro.
Oh my!
Squiddoodly dee.
My favorite one was when he was like, "Oh, Terry."
It's definitely edited, I think, but whoever shoots the free throw, he's like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, that shit.
Oh my goodness, Valentine.
LaMelo, Squiddoodly. But yeah, he's the goat, bro. I'm gonna tune into the Hornets fucking announcers when we play them this week.
You should. You should. Well, that brings me to my next topic of discussion I want to hit on real quick. Maybe this won't be a weekly thing. I guess we'll see what goes on in the league. But new topic I want to do is who's hot and who's not in the NBA. I know I said, did you happen to come up with two teams of your own? I know I didn't tell you to, and I was just going to do this.
Oh, two teams that are hot or players? You're doing teams?
No, teams. Oh yeah, sorry, this is teams.
Teams? Okay.
So
well,
we can either. I know I just threw that on you. We can either riff together, or if you think of stuff on your own.
No, there's one team. It's the Clippers. Aren't the Clippers like kind of hot right now ish because they started off so bad and then they actually like have made it towards the play. Whatever. No, whatever.
They are in the play-in. They are in the play-in tournament. But I'll go ahead and start. And
okay.
If you want, you can either jump in, and you don't have to do research. All right. So my hot team, and this is two on both sides of the bracket. I did two teams that are like actually. Thank you. I've been parched this whole episode.
I'm just getting a drink.
On both sides of the bracket, I did two teams that are actually relevant. Like I'm not gonna for who's not doing good. I'm not gonna say the fucking Pelicans because they've been bad all year. All right, so
I can tell you who's not. It's the fucking Kings and the goddamn Jazz.
Yeah. So my not team or my hot team. That's yours truly, the Charlotte Hornets. These guys are cooking right now, and I meant to look up his name, but their announcer is loving it. So the Hornets are holding on to that last spot in the play-in at the 10th seed. They're sitting at 30-31, just still a little under 500. They have a 3-game lead over the Bucks, though, so hopefully the Celtics can win tonight, give them a little more leeway. They're 7-3 in their last 10, and on a 4-game winning streak, as Mary said earlier. And since January 1st, they're 19-9. So and on January 1st, they were the 12th seed at 11-22. So granted, they're only up to the 10th seed, but they have passed the Bulls and passed the Bucks. They're in the play-in tournament as it stands right now. And since the new year, some notable wins: Thunder, Lakers, Nuggets, Magic, 76ers, Mavericks, and Spurs, all taken down by the Hornets. And they did go on a 9-game winning streak from January 11th to February 7th. So I think was that the All-Star? No, I don't know. But anyway, that's my take on the Hornets. They're from living in Charlotte right now. They're actually a pretty big discussion right now, for obvious reasons, and they're just fun to watch. They have a bunch of like scrap players kind of putting together and making it work, and they're just fun to watch, man.
Brandon Miller, he's averaging 21, 4 and 3. Shout out Brandon Miller. You got LaMelo and you got Miles Bridges.
Yep.
Like you got some got Grant.
And then Con Knuppel, who is balling. I think if they can hang on to him and like try to do better than they did around with LaMelo, because LaMelo came up and balled, and granted he got hurt a little bit here and there, but LaMelo came up and like he has the possibility to be a star, but he's just on some of the shittiest teams ever and just going nowhere. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if you see him traded, but they say that every year though.
How do you say his name? Knuppel?
I say Knuppel.
Knuppel.
I don't know if that's
he's 20 years old.
Yeah. He was like, let me see what was his draft?
I'll start tuning into the Hornets a little bit.
Yeah, he was the 4th overall pick. Him and Cooper Flag, Duke buddies. And then at the deadline, they just added Kobe White and then also Xavier Tillman, our old friend. And then obviously our other old friend, Grant Williams, is still over there.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, okay. I like that. So they're hot. Who else is hot right now?
So I did one.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I just wanted to do one. I feel like maybe we can do more, but and we'll see how much like the standings actually change week to week. Maybe it's even like this can be like a 2-week thing to check in on, because like especially with some of these races, like you're not really going to see too much up and down in the standings and whatnot.
You know who's pretty hot right now? I'll throw out the Minnesota Timberwolves, who I think the Timberwolves are my favorite team in the Western Conference. I mean, I've always been a Warriors supporter. I know that's kind of crazy. I always love Steph Curry and Clay and them, but I mean, at this point, I don't know. I also always kind of fuck with the Warriors, but I really like Ant a lot. Like he's really like one of my favorite players in the league. Like he's a top 5 player for me in the league. I root for him, and I fucking hate the Thunder. The Spurs are fun. I like the Spurs. They're cool. Definitely like them. Don't like the Rockets. Don't like really watching KD. Well, I'll watch KD, but I don't really root for KD much.
Yeah.
And then the Nuggets are whatever. I mean, Jokic is like the best player in the league. So sorry, a little random tangent, but like the Timberwolves, they're 7-3 in their last 10, 3-game winning streak. They just beat the Nuggets. And they're sitting at the 4th seed. So I'm gonna just give them a little love.
I like them. I like the Timberwolves, and I think Anthony Edwards is a fun player to watch.
Yeah.
All right. So my not hot team, kind of touched on this team for a slight minute. And this might be a hot take, but I'm just going off what's going on right now. That's the Denver Nuggets. So I think the next couple of weeks are going to be, I mean, obviously the season's ending, but I think this is going to be very important for the Nuggets to see where they end up, because they're clinging on to that 5 seed. Lakers are a half game back of them, and then obviously the 7th at the 6th seed, and then obviously the 7th seed. I don't know if I see the Suns pushing that much, but I think it'd be really weird to see the Nuggets slip down into that play-in tournament. But they are 4-6 in their last 10 on a 2-game losing streak, which isn't that big of a deal, but you're still losing games. You want to be above at least 500 over 10 games. And during these last 10 games, granted, it has been a tough schedule, but they're gonna have to play tough teams to get there. And so in this 10-game losing streak, 10-game streak, 4-6 over these games, some notable losses, or all their losses: Timberwolves, Thunder, Warriors, Clippers, the Cavs, and Knicks, which all of those teams are playoff teams. So I just think that's an interesting little nugget to throw in on that part of it.
They lost to the Knicks in OT. They lost to the Cavs by 2. They lost to the Clippers by 1. They beat the Trailblazers 157-103. Just want to throw that out. I just saw that. That's absurd. They lost to the Thunder in OT. and then they lost to the Timberwolves. I mean, they lost by 9, so that's pretty bad. But all close games, and I don't know if you have seen their schedule coming up for the next 2 weeks, but there's some very, very big games. Like, I mean, tonight they play against the Jazz. They're gonna win, so they'll end that losing streak. Then they play the Lakers, the Knicks, the Thunder, the Rockets, the Spurs, the Lakers, the 76ers. So that's crazy. So we'll see how we'll see how they do. Like, it's going to be very telling.
So I will say one more thing on them though. At at the start of the new year again, they were the 3 seed at 23-10, and yeah, dropping down to the 5th seed isn't that big of a deal. But since the turn of the new calendar, they're 14-14, so only playing 500 ball, and also did not win 2 games in a row in all of February.
Wasn't Jokic not playing?
Jokic was missing some time during this, so I'm not saying like the season's over for them. Like I said, this is probably a hot take, and maybe I'm just like looking at a computer screen seeing that the statistics are down right now. But also like what you just touched on, like they got tough games coming up, and they just played some tough games. So we'll see if that was a fluke or if, and yeah, it was just close games. That, make 2 more free throws, and half those games could have gone a different way. So
Right.
we'll see.
Because Jokic is like
a god,
the best player in the league, and I don't even know if it's that close, bro. So if he's not playing, like I literally don't count those games.
Yeah, I wouldn't put anything past the 76. I mean the Nuggets whenever Jokic is on the court.
Yeah, he's him. He's him. And he's like in his prime, so it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. But yeah, that was all I had. I wanted to touch on a new little subject. I guess we'll come back to that. Let's do that like 2 weeks, because then we'll probably have Tatum back hopefully by then.
Oh,
so
we will.
get some shiftings in the rankings and whatnot. And I just feel like doing that is too hard to do with 1 week. Because if you're looking at the standings, they're so weird because like on both sides, East and West, like the top 5 are all like, besides the Pistons, they're like all within like 2 or 3 games. So like not really much is going to go on there. And then same with the play-in tournament. And then on both sides, once you leave the play-in tournament, it just like falls off a cliff.
Hey, the Bucks need to like win a shit ton of games to make the playoffs, make the play-in.
Because they're 3 behind. What's it called? The Hornets.
The Hornets. And the Hawks are there. It's I don't know, bro. Because Giannis is back, and there's 20 games left.
Yeah, something like that.
They literally have to they have to damn near win out if they're gonna at least attempt to be in the play-in tournament.
I mean, just a quick glance. I mean, Celtics tonight, and then later this week you got Magic, Suns, Heat, Cavs.
They're gonna have to win every single one of those games.
I mean, and then they kind of get not lucky, but like they get a couple gimmies thrown in there here and there. So like they go from Boston, then they play the Hawks, and then the Jazz. So there's 2 that they can jump on.
Yeah.
And then the Hawks again, and then the Pacers. So there's 2 sandwiched in between the Heat and the Cavs. And then the Jazz again, Suns again. I won't go down the whole thing, but
no, but I mean, like regardless of who they're playing, which there are some gimmies, they have to they have to win out against the Hawks, and they literally have to go like 17-3 in the last 20 games, like to be to do anything. So we'll see. Fucking Giannis, dude. I'm excited to watch him right now. Like to see.
It's weird. It's almost like that like Mahomes and Lamar feeling where like
it's kind of something we see out of Patrick Mahomes.
It's just it would feel weird not having Giannis. I know the Bucks or Giannis hasn't played a quarter of the season, whatever it is. But not seeing the Bucks in the playoffs / Giannis, that'll be interesting take. Probably his last go with it, if we're being honest.
I'm surprised he's on that goddamn team, dude.
Still. I think if he wasn't injured, I think he would have been traded.
Yeah. I feel like they just have him at on hostage. I feel like they just have a gun to his head, dude. I don't know.
I mean, if I was the fucking Bucks owner, I would too. I'd be like, dude, please stay.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But yeah, that was our new segment. Who's hot? Who's not?
I like it.
NBA style.
Especially because I'm gonna start actually watching other games and really watching basketball again. So now I'll be able to actually, talk and know what to say.
Yeah. Well, do you have a question for me, or do you want to roll into some final closing thoughts? We're about 20 minutes from tip off.
Getting to know more, learning more about my sister's boyfriend. What is your favorite video game of all time? No pressure.
Honestly, I think it's 2K. Does it have to be specific 2K, or just
you can throw in your favorite 2K, but if you just say 2K, that's I get it.
I think my personal favorite is 21. But just 2K in general. That's what I grew up playing. And obviously GTA, but whenever I was home this past weekend, me and my brother went up to the Xbox and we were playing 2K22. That was fun. I'll say 2K.
Big sports video game guy.
Yeah, it was always Madden, 2K. There wasn't any baseball games. Well, I had MLB 2K, but then that discontinued, and then I didn't have a PlayStation for the longest time, and that's what the show was on. So big 2K Madden guys growing up, and then it was really that, and then GTA.
Yeah,
which I love GTA, but if I were to just go over and hang out with anyone and play a quick game, we're always playing 2K.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's a good one. I know a lot of guys feel that way. I never was a sports video game person as a kid / in middle school. I would go to friends' houses and they would all have FIFA or Madden or 2K or Chell, and I would obviously love to play them, but I never really bought sports games at home. I didn't really.
See, since I didn't grow up playing hockey, I never had an NHL game. And so the first time I played it was whenever I was in college, and those games are so fun.
They're so fucking fun.
Honestly, I got 21 for free on PlayStation, and I just gamed the hell out of it.
No, I think every sports game is fun, honestly, except for MLB. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's all right. It's all right to me. But NHL, Fire, Madden's always kind of fun. 2K is always fun. FIFA's always fun.
FIFA is really fun. I'm not good at FIFA really, but FIFA's a fun one to play with a group of friends.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. 2K. It's good to know. Hey, good to know. Hell yeah.
2K. Why don't you hit that music?
Yeah, I'm about ready for it. I'm about ready for it.
So this has been episode 11. Appreciate you guys listening, tuning in. Hopefully you got some good ball talk. Keep a lookout for the Hornets and Nuggets, see which way they go. And keep on the lookout for Jared Sullinger and the Boston Celtics on their way to a city near you. And in their luggage will be a man named Jason Tatum coming out. And he will be making his return very soon. And we look forward to that here on the Mainly Sports Podcast.
That's all I got for closing. Is that Jason Tatum's coming back, and Avatar 3 was ass. Like so fucking bad.
Tatum's
What the
back.
hell happened?
Tatum's back. Avatar's ass. That's all
Tatum's back. Avatar's ass. That might be the title of the goddamn episode. I don't know. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys listening. You guys have a good week. We'll see you hopefully Monday. And we shall be back.
Yeah, I think we're back on our regularly scheduled program.
No more snowstorms, hopefully.
No more fucking snowstorms. Thank God. Thank God. I just got paid for it though. Okay. Goodbye.
Peace.
Love you guys.